Hey everyone, welcome back to Crafty Corner Pro Max. I'm so excited to be tackling a project that's near and dear to my heart, creating the perfectly cozy two-bedroom farmhouse. You know I love taking something old and making it new again, and that's what modern rustic design is all about. Whether you're dreaming of a quaint countryside cottage or just want to bring a touch of farmhouse warmth into your city dwelling, we're going to dive deep into design ideas that'll transform your two-bedroom space into a haven. Think rustic wood finishes, cozy nooks, and a whole lot of heart. So grab your sketchbooks, y'all. We're going to chat about everything from nailing the perfect layout to picking out those finishing touches that make a house a home. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the design fun. Let's get started. Before we dive into paint swatches and shiplap dreams, we gotta lay the groundwork, literally. A well-thought-out layout is the backbone of any good design, especially in a two-bedroom space where we want to make every square foot count. Think of it like this. The layout is the roadmap that guides the flow and feel of your home. In a farmhouse, we're aiming for that open, airy feel, but with purpose. You want each space to flow naturally into the next, creating that welcoming, lived-in vibe. Now, when it comes to those two bedrooms, think about who'll be using them. Is it a couple needing a peaceful retreat? A family with little ones? Or maybe you're planning for guests to enjoy that farmhouse hospitality? Each scenario calls for a slightly different approach. Don't be afraid to play around with the layout on paper. Consider things like natural light, traffic flow, and how you want each room to connect. For example, an open concept, living, kitchen, and dining area can make your farmhouse feel even more spacious and inviting. And remember, a well-placed hallway can create privacy while still maintaining that open feel. This is your chance to get creative and design a space that truly reflects your vision. There's no right or wrong answer here, as long as the layout makes sense for your lifestyle and enhances the cozy farmhouse charm we're going for. Now that we've got the bones of our farmhouse in place, let's talk about creating that warm and inviting atmosphere. And that starts with the color palette. When I think farmhouse, my mind immediately goes to those serene and timeless neutrals that just make a space feel lived in and loved. Think creamy whites, like fresh cotton or the softest linen, for your walls. These hues create the perfect backdrop for those rustic wood accents we all know and love. Speaking of wood, don't be afraid to bring in those warm, natural tones through your furniture and flooring. Now, I'm all about adding pops of color, but in a farmhouse, we're going to keep it subtle and earthy. Think muted blues like a vintage wash basin, sage greens inspired by the garden outside, or even a touch of dusty rose like a weathered barn door. These colors, especially in fabrics like linen throw pillows or a cozy armchair, add depth and character without overwhelming the peaceful ambiance we're cultivating. And don't forget about those metallic accents. Touches of aged bronze or matte black in your light fixtures or cabinet hardware add a touch of rustic elegance that complements the overall farmhouse aesthetic. Remember, the key here is to create a harmonious balance that feels both calming and inviting. All right, let's talk about the foundation of your farmhouse. Literally. Choosing the right flooring is crucial for setting the tone and style of your entire home. When it comes to that modern farmhouse look, we want something that's both durable and full of character. Now, you can never go wrong with classic hardwood floors. The natural grain and warm tones instantly add a sense of history and charm. Plus, they're incredibly versatile and can be dressed up or down with rugs and runners to fit your personal style. If hardwood feels too traditional, consider wide plank pine floors. These beauties have a more rustic and relaxed feel, and their lighter tones can make your space feel even bigger and brighter. Plus, they're super durable, which is perfect for high-traffic areas. Now, for a more budget-friendly option that still delivers on style, luxury vinyl plank flooring is a game changer. It mimics the look of real wood with incredible realism, and it can withstand all sorts of wear and tear. And here's a little design tip. consider using different flooring materials to define different areas in your home. For example, you could use hardwood in the living area and tile in the kitchen for a subtle yet stylish separation. No matter what flooring you choose, remember to add some cozy rugs to anchor your furniture and create those inviting little nooks that make a farmhouse feel like home. Chapter 4. Living Room, the heart of the home. The living room. It's where memories are made, stories are shared, and where that cozy farmhouse feeling truly comes to life. We want this space to be welcoming, comfortable, and full of character. Let's start with the furniture. Think comfy sofas with plush cushions, maybe in a natural linen or a soft faded floral. A sturdy coffee table is a must-have for family game nights or cozy evenings by the fireplace. And don't forget about those armchairs. They're perfect for curling up with a good book or enjoying a cup of coffee on a lazy Sunday morning. Now, lighting plays a huge role in setting the mood. Reclaimed wood beams adorned with vintage-inspired Edison bulb pendants cast a warm and inviting glow. And for those cozy nights in, add some table lamps with soft, warm light to create a sense of intimacy. A fireplace, whether it's a traditional wood-burning fireplace or a modern electric insert, instantly becomes the heart of your living room. Imagine those chilly evenings spent gathered around the crackling fire with loved ones, sharing stories and laughter. And speaking of character, don't be afraid to showcase your personality through your decor. Family photos in rustic frames, vintage finds from local flea markets, and hand-me-down quilts draped over furniture all add to the story of your home. Remember, the living room is a reflection of you and your family, so make it a space that feels personal, inviting, and full of heart. Chapter 5. Kitchen, Modern Rustic Charm. All right, y'all. Let's head into the heart of our farmhouse, the kitchen. This is where delicious meals are made, stories are shared across countertops, and that warm farmhouse spirit truly comes alive. We want our kitchen to be both practical and beautiful, a perfect blend of modern functionality and rustic charm. Think open shelving showcasing your favorite dishware, maybe those hand-me-down plates or vintage enamelware finds. It's all about adding those personal touches that tell a story, and don't be afraid to mix and match materials. Pair those open shelves with shaker-style cabinets painted in a creamy white or a soft, muted blue for a timeless look. Now the countertops are where the magic happens. Butcher block countertops bring in that warmth and natural beauty that just screams farmhouse. And if you're worried about durability, don't be. They're surprisingly easy to maintain and develop a beautiful patina over time. For a touch of modern elegance, consider soapstone or honed granite countertops. Their dark, rich tones create a stunning contrast against lighter cabinets and add a touch of sophistication. And speaking of contrast, let's talk about the backsplash. Subway tile is a classic choice that never goes out of style. It adds a clean, timeless look that complements any farmhouse kitchen. Or, for a bolder statement, consider a patterned cement tile backsplash in a muted color palette. And don't forget about those finishing touches. A farmhouse sink is a must-have, adding instant charm and practicality. Vintage-inspired faucets and hardware complete the look, while open shelves adorned with your favorite cookbooks and fresh herbs bring in that lived-in, welcoming feel. Chapter 6. Dining Area. A gathering space. The dining area in a farmhouse is more than just a place to eat. It's a gathering spot for family and friends to connect, share stories, and create lasting memories. When designing your dining area, focus on creating a space that feels both welcoming and functional. Start with a sturdy dining table that can comfortably accommodate everyone. A farmhouse table with distressed wood and a weathered finish adds instant character. If your space is limited, consider a round table, which can actually make the room feel larger and encourages conversation. Surround your table with a mix of seating options. Classic wooden chairs with woven seats provide that timeless farmhouse charm, while a bench along one side adds a casual, relaxed vibe. Don't be afraid to mix and match different chair styles or add a few upholstered chairs for extra comfort. Lighting plays a key role in setting the mood. A statement chandelier or a grouping of pendant lights hung low over the table creates a warm and inviting ambiance. For a more intimate feel, consider adding sconces to the walls or placing candles on the table. Don't underestimate the power of textiles in creating a cozy atmosphere. A textured rug underfoot defines the space and adds warmth, while table runners and placemats in natural fibers like linen or cotton add a touch of rustic elegance. And finally, personalize the space with meaningful decor. A vintage chalkboard displaying the menu, family photos in mismatched frames, or a collection of antique plates displayed on the walls all add to the character and charm of your dining area. The bedrooms in our modern farmhouse should be a sanctuary, a place to escape the hustle and bustle of daily life and sink into pure relaxation. We're aiming for a space that's both stylish and serene, where comfort is key. Let's start with the bed itself. Opt for a sturdy bed frame, perhaps in a rustic wood finish or a classic metal design. And don't skimp on the mattress. A good night's sleep is essential for feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day. Layer on those cozy textiles. Think plush bedding in soft, muted tones like cream, gray, or pale blue. Add a quilt or a throw blanket with a subtle pattern or texture for visual interest. And don't forget about those pillows. A mix of sizes and textures adds that extra layer of comfort and style. When it comes to furniture, keep it simple and functional. A nightstand on either side of the bed provides a spot for a lamp, a good book, and a cup of chamomile tea before bed. A dresser or a chest of drawers offers ample storage space while adding to the farmhouse aesthetic. Soft lighting is essential for creating a relaxing ambiance. Bedside lamps with warm-toned bulbs provide the perfect amount of light for reading before bed, while a dimmer switch on the overhead light allows you to adjust the lighting to your liking. And finally, bring in those personal touches that make the space feel truly yours. Family photos, treasured mementos, and a vase of fresh flowers on the nightstand all contribute to creating a sense of peace and tranquility. Designing a bathroom that embodies modern rustic charm is all about striking a balance between functionality and aesthetics. We want a space that feels both luxurious and inviting, with a touch of farmhouse flair. Think clean lines, natural materials, and vintage-inspired accents. Start with a neutral color palette for the walls and flooring. Soft whites, warm grays, or even a pale blue create a calming and spa-like atmosphere. Now, let's talk about the vanity. A farmhouse-style vanity with shaker cabinets and a distressed finish adds instant character. Top it with a vessel sink, a classic farmhouse choice that adds a touch of elegance. For a touch of modern farmhouse flair, consider a double vanity with concrete countertops. It's a durable and stylish option that complements a variety of design styles. When it comes to the shower or bath, consider subway tile for a timeless and classic look. Or for a bolder statement, opt for a patterned cement tile in a muted color palette. And don't forget about the shower head. A rainfall shower head instantly elevates the experience, creating a luxurious and spa-like feel. Lighting is key in any bathroom, and the farmhouse style is no exception. Sconces flanking the mirror provide ample lighting for getting ready in the morning, while a pendant light or a chandelier adds a touch of elegance. And finally, complete the look with those charming farmhouse details. Woven baskets for storage, a vintage-inspired mirror, and a plush bath mat underfoot all contribute to creating a space that feels both stylish and inviting. A farmhouse isn't complete without inviting outdoor spaces that beckon you to relax and enjoy the beauty of nature. Whether you have a sprawling porch or a cozy patio, creating an outdoor living area that extends the charm of your home is easier than you think. Let's start with the basics: comfortable seating. Wicker rocking chairs or a porch swing evoke that classic farmhouse feel and provide the perfect spot for sipping sweet tea on a warm afternoon. For a more modern touch, consider a set of Adirondack chairs or a comfy outdoor sofa. Don't forget to add cushions and throw pillows in weather-resistant fabrics for extra comfort and style. Now, let's talk ambiance. String lights strung across the porch or patio create a magical glow as the sun sets, while lanterns scattered throughout the space add a touch of warmth and whimsy. And for those cooler evenings, a fire pit becomes the heart of your outdoor living space, providing warmth and a cozy spot for gathering with loved ones. Greenery is key to bringing life and color to your outdoor space. Potted plants, hanging baskets filled with colorful blooms, and climbing vines add a touch of nature and create a welcoming atmosphere. And finally, don't forget about the little details that make a space feel special. Outdoor rugs define different areas and add a touch of comfort, while lanterns and candles create a warm and inviting ambiance. A vintage watering can filled with fresh flowers adds a touch of farmhouse charm, while a stack of cozy throws invites guests to curl up and relax. All right, we've covered the foundation of our farmhouse design, and now it's time for the best part, adding those finishing touches that truly bring the space to life. Remember, it's all about layering in those personal touches that tell your story and make your house a home. Let's start with wall decor. I love incorporating vintage finds like old windows or architectural salvage pieces to add character and history to the walls. Gallery walls are a great way to showcase family photos or a collection of botanical prints. And don't forget about those cozy textiles. Throw pillows and blankets in soft, muted tones add warmth and texture to sofas and armchairs. Think natural fibers like linen, cotton, and wool for a true farmhouse feel. Storage baskets are a must-have in any farmhouse. Not only do they keep clutter at bay, but they also add a touch of rustic charm. Use them to store blankets, magazines, or even firewood by the fireplace. Bringing the outdoors in is a key element of farmhouse style. Fresh flowers or greenery instantly brighten up any room and add a touch of life and color. Place a bouquet of wildflowers on the dining table, a vase of fresh herbs in the kitchen, or a collection of potted plants on the porch. And finally, don't be afraid to incorporate those personal touches that make your home unique. Family heirlooms, vintage finds from local flea markets, and handmade items all add to the story of your home and make it a true reflection of you. There you have it. We've covered everything from designing the perfect layout to adding those final touches of farmhouse charm. Remember, creating a cozy and inviting farmhouse is all about embracing the beauty of simplicity, natural materials, and those personal touches that make a house a home. Whether you're starting a complete renovation or just adding a few farmhouse-inspired accents, I hope these tips have inspired you to create a space that reflects your style and brings you joy. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these design ideas are you most excited to try in your own home? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love a little farmhouse flair. Until next time, happy decorating.